Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi's dream of a quiet life in Britain turns into a nightmare. Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi's dream of escaping the chaos of Hollywood and settling into a peaceful life in the English countryside seems to be unraveling. The couple, who recently purchased an $18 million farmhouse in England's picturesque Cotswolds region, are now facing intense backlash from local residents over their ambitious renovation plans, and insiders claim that the strain of the situation is taking a serious toll on their marriage. The idyllic Cotswolds, known for its rolling hills, charming stone cottages, and historic villages, seemed like the perfect place for the celebrity couple to retreat from the spotlight and reconnect with nature. After Ellen's highly publicized exit from her long-running daytime talk show following allegations of a toxic work environment, she and Portia had hoped that moving to a quieter corner of the world would give them a fresh start. However, the transition has been anything but smooth. Local backlash over renovation plans. Shortly after settling into their new home, Ellen and Portia submitted plans to renovate and modernize the historic property, and that's when trouble began. Local residents have voiced their strong opposition to the couple's proposed changes, arguing that they threaten the character and history of the area. The property, which dates back centuries, is considered a part of the region's cultural heritage, and locals are fiercely protective of it. The locals are cranky over their plans to modernize their property, a source revealed to Radar Online. Most folks would like nothing more than to see them move out. A lot of people in England can trace their family tree back over 1,000 years, and they don't take kindly to outsiders coming in and disturbing the peace. The source added that the Cotswolds is a tight-knit community where people value tradition and harmony, qualities they feel Ellen and Portia's proposed changes would disrupt. It's not just about the renovations themselves. It's about respect. This isn't Los Angeles. People here take pride in their roots and preserving the history of the land. One of the most contentious issues is the potential environmental and historical impact of the renovations. Reports suggest that Ellen and Portia's plans could lead to increased flooding risks due to changes in the landscape. Additionally, experts have raised concerns that the work could disturb Roman remains buried on the property, a discovery that would not only be historically significant but also legally protected under British heritage laws. Ellen has done a complete overhaul on just about every property she's owned in the States, but it's a different ball of wax in the UK, the insider explained. There are strict regulations about preserving historic sites and landscapes. Ellen's used to getting her way when it comes to real estate, but she's finding out the hard way that things work differently here. Strain on their marriage. While the couple's battle with their neighbors has been making headlines, sources say that the tension runs even deeper within Ellen and Portia's relationship. Insiders claim that Ellen's career troubles have cast a shadow over their marriage, leaving both women emotionally drained. Ellen and Portia's neighbors' battle is the least of their worries, the source revealed. Ellen's dead showbiz career has plunged her into a funk, and Portia has been dragged into it too. Their relationship isn't looking good. Ellen's departure from her talk show in 2022 was a significant blow to her career and reputation. After years of being one of the most beloved figures on television, the allegations of workplace bullying and toxicity left a lasting stain. Even though Ellen publicly apologized and vowed to reflect on the situation, the damage was done. Ratings plummeted, sponsors pulled out, and eventually, Ellen decided to step away from the spotlight altogether. The move to England was supposed to be a fresh start, a way to leave the negativity behind and focus on rebuilding their lives together. But instead of finding peace, Ellen and Portia have found themselves thrust into a new kind of conflict, one that threatens to unravel not only their plans for a quiet life but also their relationship. Ellen's been in a dark place since the show ended, the insider continued. She's always been someone who thrives on work and staying busy. Without the show, she's been struggling to find her purpose. Portia has tried to be supportive, but it's taken a toll on her too. Friends of the couple have reportedly noticed growing tension between them. Ellen, known for her sharp wit and sometimes prickly demeanor, has reportedly become more withdrawn and irritable. Portia, meanwhile, is said to be growing frustrated with Ellen's mood swings and negativity. They used to be such a solid team, the source said, but now it feels like they're growing apart. Ellen's stuck in this cycle of regret and self-doubt, and Portia doesn't know how to pull her out of it. Selling their Montecito mansion and fleeing the U.S. The couple's decision to leave the United States was not made lightly. In 2023, they sold their lavish Montecito mansion for $32 million, a sprawling estate they had carefully designed and decorated to reflect their personal style. The sale marked the end of an era and the beginning of a new chapter. Sources say that one of the driving factors behind the move was Ellen's desire to escape the growing political and social tensions in the U.S. Ellen's got to be wondering if they made a terrible mistake, the insider explained. One of the reasons she wanted to get out of the U.S. was to escape the negativity. She really thought things would be better, not worse. For a while things seemed promising. Ellen and Portia were spotted enjoying the quaint charm of their new neighborhood, dining at local pubs and taking long walks through the countryside. But the honeymoon period didn't last long. Once the renovation plans were announced, the mood shifted, and so did the locals' reception of the celebrity couple. People were curious at first, excited even, the source said. But when they heard about the renovations, it all changed. The Cotswolds isn't the kind of place where you tear down history to put up a swimming pool or a home theater. What's next for Ellen and Portia? Now, with their relationship reportedly fraying and tensions with their neighbors escalating, Ellen and Portia face a difficult decision. Should they push ahead with their plans and risk alienating the local community even further? Or should they cut their losses and consider moving again, possibly even back to the U.S.? Friends close to the couple say they are weighing their options carefully. Ellen is said to be particularly torn, as she fears that abandoning their new home would feel like another personal failure. But Portia, who has always been more pragmatic, is reportedly encouraging Ellen to focus on their happiness rather than digging in her heels over the property. They need to figure out what really matters, the source concluded. Is it the house? Or is it their peace of mind and their relationship? Right now they can't have both. As Ellen and Portia navigate this challenging chapter, the future remains uncertain. What was supposed to be a peaceful retreat has turned into a public spectacle, and for a couple already struggling to find stability, the pressure may be too much to bear.